actor shouldn't act,
which everyone is saying is a copy, is an adaptation. I do read reviews because I enjoy seeing what other people have to say. Tone down the expressions. Tone down the expressions. I always wanted to act with Amir Khan.
Hello and welcome to Buzz by the Bay. Today we have travelled from our usual spot in Nariman Point to this cute Cafe 49 in Juhu to catch up with a rising star. She impressed many with her performance as Suhani Ahuja on the trending Netflix show Class. We have with us today actor, singer, model Anjali Sivaraman.
Hi.
Hi Anjali. Great to finally meet you.
It's so nice to be here. Thank you.
I really enjoyed your performance. But you haven't been in Bombay always. When did you come to Bombay?
I came to Bombay about 8 years ago.
Okay, and do you ever come that side of the sea link or?
Only when I absolutely have to. It's so
Really?
far away.
So yeah, that's what Bombay is, right? A sharp divide, north and south, many bubbles, but still it's an exciting place. And I really loved your performance as Suhani. Okay, very dark character. I mean, dark but yet fun elements in her.
Yes.
Right? But a difficult character to play, I imagine, because someone who is, has an issue with problem with drugs and has a dark past and comes from this family which she finds oppressive. So tell me, how do you get into character for a role like this?
I think since it's early on in my career, each character has had a different process. So with Suhani, I kind of drew from my own school life a lot.
Okay.
Since that was something that I could relate to, having gone to an international school and interacted with people from that side of the world. So yeah, I drew a lot of inspiration from my own life, from people that I know. I had a lot of extensive conversations with Oshim as to how he wanted the character to be developed, and there was a lot of just like introspection, letting go, acceptance and stuff. So yeah, it was a very interesting process, honestly.
How did this opportunity come to you, and was it like the build up to this? Has it been pretty difficult or challenging?
Most definitely, it was very challenging. Basically, the audition came to me in March 2020. My sister took my first audition.
All right.
And it was so far away from who Suhani actually is. The first script that actually came to me was for Sabha, but then I was like, there's no way that I can possibly pull this character off.
Okay.
So I don't even know how to approach it. So then the next audition that came to me was for Suhani, and I related to Suhani's character a lot.
I enjoyed watching the show. I mean, it takes some pretty crazy twists and turns. It's based on Elite, right?
Yes.
So I haven't seen Elite. Is the plot same?
I haven't watched too much of Elite either, I'm going to be honest. But from what I have watched, yes. It's an adaptation, so it has to be the same plot line.
Yeah.
But it has been adapted for Indian audiences, so a lot of details have been changed. But the basic plot line, which everyone is saying is a copy, is an adaptation of Elite. Elite is a Netflix show. Class is a Netflix show. They can't rip something off unless it's commissioned.
Of course, there's great reviews, and there's always going to be not so great reviews.
Yeah.
How do you handle that? Do you ignore all the reviews? Do you read reviews?
I do read reviews because I enjoy seeing what other people have to say. It gives you a new point of view to look at things from. I feel like life comes with good and bad reviews. So, you can't always have the good in life. It always has to balance out with the bad.
Right.
And I feel like any criticism is only more scope for growth, honestly. So that's how I look at it.
What really was your directorial brief from Oshim specifically for you? I mean, I read somewhere that he told you not to have too many facial expressions. Is that so?
So generally, I'm a very expressive person, facially. Like, my eyebrows do a lot of things, my eyes do a lot of things, and my mouth especially does a lot of things. And Suhani is a very kind of like understated, low-key person. Oshim's brief to me constantly was tone down the expressions, tone down the expressions, because then if I was over-expressive, she would become a sort of caricature,
Right.
which wouldn't work for the character.
Which wouldn't work, but having said that, I mean, I'm no film critic at all, okay? But I do find in a lot of Indian cinema, maybe not so much now, that there are a lot of expression. There's
Yeah.
a lot of acting. What I tend to like about the OTT shows that are coming out of India is that people get into the role. They're not really acting.
That was his main intention behind it, that when I do over-express, which is kind of more natural than it is me trying to express myself, it comes off as someone who's trying to act rather than someone who's just being.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely. Trying to act. Actors shouldn't act. I mean, it's kind of an
Yes,
oxymoron.
I know.
That's the way. So now after class, I'm sure a lot of doors have opened for you and life must have changed significantly. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I do have a few projects in the ropes, but I'm not going to talk about them right now.
Okay.
You can't. You got to keep the mystery alive.
Okay, well, give us a hint. Are there projects in India, abroad, like where?
As of now in India, yes. In India. But abroad is the ultimate goal.
Hollywood.
Yes.
Dialing back a few years, going to your personal journey, where did you moved, Bangalore, you went to
Yes.
school in Bangalore. Then you came here. I mean, how tough or easy was it to adapt to life in Bombay? What were your main challenges?
It was very difficult. Oh my God.
Expensive city first.
Yes, yeah. So the reason I moved away from Bangalore was because I was very sheltered. My parents are wonderful people who gave me everything that I could possibly want in life, or at least they tried to. And a part of me just felt really guilty about that because I felt like I wasn't pulling my weight. I literally told my parents a week before I moved that I was moving to Bombay. Yeah, that's how spontaneous it was.
How did they take it?
Till date, my mother says I ran away from home. So when I moved here, I initially stayed on my friend's sofa in her one-bedroom house. She was sharing it with another flatmate, and they had space on their sofa. So I stayed on the sofa for 3 months, living out of my bag. I got the first job that I could. I worked as an AD at an ad production agency for the first 3 months of my stay here. And then eventually I also worked as a music producer's assistant.
Oh.
Then I started singing for his band, which I still sing for, the bartender. Started modeling around then to see how it would go, but I was so shy. I was just not the best model. It took a lot of effort and practice to become better. Yes, modeling is also difficult.
But of your 3 professions, which one do you love the most? Actor, singer, model?
I think the one thing that I can't do without is singing, because I've always been a singer,
Okay.
My mother's a singer, yes. My mother's a singer, my sister's a singer, I'm a singer. So yeah.
So your mother does playback?
Yes, my mother is a playback singer in the South. My sister and I basically are like mom 2.0, 2.0.
Ah. So
Yeah.
mom's the main inspiration.
Yes, she is.
But how hard do you think it is to break into the industry in India, like the film industry, the acting industry? I mean, do you think this whole argument of nepotism and stuff, do you think it carries any weight, or people just like to talk about it when they can't make it? I mean, what are the main challenges you face?
No, it has definitely been challenging because I've been auditioning since the time that I came to Bombay 8 years ago. So 8 years have been spent in auditioning, trying to train myself. I went to acting school, did workshops. I went to Prague Film School.
Ah, Prague film.
Yeah, in Czech.
Czech Republic.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Because I wanted to experience the culture of Europe, and it cost the same amount to go to school there as it would here. It's like basically the same. But yeah, 8 years of auditioning, loads. Like I have completely lost count as to how many times I was rejected, or made to feel bad about the way that I look, or the way that I speak, or
Really?
yes, my body. So many things about nepotism. I feel like people focus a lot on on a topic like nepotism because it's easy, but then if you think about it, every single industry comes with nepotism. It's important not to keep focusing on it so much because it's not going to change anytime soon.
But the film industry is hard, right? To get a break in it is very, very hard. It's probably easier to get a break as a lawyer or a businessman.
I mean, I guess it's all relative because I constantly hear people talking about how it's so difficult to get a job these days. I would say working hard is just the most important. Yes, it's frustrating and kind of defeating when someone gets a role because they know someone rather than the hard work that they put in.
Right.
I wouldn't say that it's not annoying, but at the same time, when I would get a role over someone who knows someone, it feels all the more rewarding because that just shows that I worked hard and I deserve to be here.
So can you give us three of your mantras for success?
Oh my god. I should have thought about this.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Always be kind. Kindness is always rewarded with more kindness. And plus it keeps your mind calm and it makes you feel better, I would say. Second, practice. Practice makes perfect. There's a reason they say that. Oh my god, can we come back to this? I don't know what my third mantra is.
Alright, doesn't matter. You've given us two very good mantras.
Okay.
That's not a problem. Can we do a rapid fire, a quick rapid fire?
Yes.
Alright. 3 Indian actors you would love to co-star with, who you haven't already co-starred.
Oh, co-star with, okay.
Or act with in a film.
I'd love to act with Tilotama Shom. She's incredible. I think as I was growing up, I always wanted to act with Amir Khan. It was incredible. And I've lost the opportunity, but Irfan Khan.
Indian director you would love to work with.
You know, I would actually really love to work with Bakar Banerjee.
What show are you currently watching?
I just finished watching Obsession. I'm not recommending it.
Alright.
But I'm obsessed with anime. I'm a huge giant geek.
And if you didn't play the role of Suhani on Class, which other role would you like to play?
On Class?
Yeah.
If we could do gender swap, maybe Veer's character or my brother, yes,
right.
or Sharan.
The co-star you had the most fun with on the Class set.
The one I spent most time with, therefore had most fun with, was Piyush, who played Dheeraj.
Alright.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play a quick round of Never Have I Ever, and
Okay.
if you have done the thing, then you can take a sip of coffee.
Right, got you.
Alright? So, never have I ever dated a co-star. Alright. Never have I ever had a crush on one of my co-stars in Class.
In Class?
Yeah. Okay. I'm sure the Class cast will be very disappointed too.
No, I'm sure they'll be just fine.
Never have I ever had a breakdown on set.
Yeah.
Never have I ever looked in the mirror and given an Oscar or Emmy acceptance speech.
I mean, I don't know anyone who's not done that.
Well, had to make you have your coffee, right? So, never have I ever stolen a memorabilia from set.
No.
Okay, good girl. Never have I ever faked sick from shoot.
Faked sick from shoot?
Fake,
Like to skip shoot?
Yeah, to skip.
Oh no, I love shoot.
Alright. Never have I ever called someone by the wrong name at work.
So many times I've lost count.
Have a few more tips for that. Never have I ever worked with someone I can't stand. Want to give names? No. Okay. Well, that's a wrap on the interview. It was wonderful speaking to you.
It was so
And
nice
really
talking
look
to you.
forward to seeing you on more show. You're not telling us where you're going to be next, but we're going to keep our eyes
It'll be a
open.
pleasant surprise.
Okay, lovely, lovely. Really look forward to that. It was a pleasure speaking with Anjali Sivaraman, and we look forward to seeing her on screen very soon again, though she won't tell us where. Keep watching Buzz by the Bay for more such inspiring, interesting interviews.